everybody, welcome back to Sincerely Legenia, where I make delicious keto low carb recipes that are easy and quick, and you are going to absolutely love them. Today is no exception because today is all about keto and low carb snacks. That is right. All right, look guys, I'm one that likes to have access to quick and easy snacks when I want something quick and easy to snack on. And sometimes on keto, that can get a little bit boring. I'm getting tired of the same old snacks. So in today's video, I am bringing you 3 delicious, fabulous low carb keto snacks that you are going to love. The first one is deviled eggs, but these aren't just regular deviled eggs. They are loaded deviled eggs, and I promise you, you guys are going to love them. The second one are roasted mixed nuts that I put a delicious spicy Cajun seasoning on. Oh my goodness, you are not gonna wanna miss that. And the very last one is pimento cheese. If you have not had pimento cheese, here in the South, it is a staple. So you are gonna wanna stick around and try this pimento cheese. All right, guys, well, let's get into this video because I do not wanna wait another moment. I've got to show you these delicious recipes. Stay tuned. We're gonna start by cooking up some bacon. To cook my eggs in my Instapot. See that? Put the lid on. Cut it down to 5 minutes on normal, and we'll sit and let that cook for 5 minutes. Eggs are ready. Release that pressure. All right, they're ready. A couple of them cracked. My goodness. We're still gonna eat them. And bacon is done. Bacon's ready. Okay, first we're going to get our hard-boiled egg and we're gonna cut it in half like so. Okay, friends, so we have our egg yolks here. So we're gonna get them ready. And to our egg yolk, to add mayonnaise. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. And we're going to add a teaspoon of Ole Bay Seasoning. We're going to add salt. And we're going to add pepper. We're gonna add about 1/2 teaspoon of both the salt and pepper. All right, now let's mix this together. Let's get ready to put our mixture into our egg. For our spiced nuts is a semi-homemade Cajun seasoning, and it's semi-homemade because we're going to start out, our base for the seasoning is going to be Lawry's seasoned salt. So we're going to start out with 1/4 cup of that, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of paprika, 1/2 tablespoon of cayenne pepper, 1/2 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of dry mustard, 1/2 teaspoon of dried oregano, and 1/2 teaspoon of dried thyme. And then we're gonna mix that all together. Mixing together all of these spices. Oh yes. All right, next, over low heat, I am going to heat up 2 tablespoons of bacon grease, along with 2 cloves of chopped garlic. All of it. Okay. And keep an eye on it because you do not want it to burn. I'll let you guys get a really good look at that. Can you see? Perfect. And we're gonna let this simmer. Once it starts to simmer, we're gonna allow it to simmer for about 3 minutes. Be sure to keep it on low heat so that garlic doesn't burn. We just want to infuse that bacon grease with this delicious garlic. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. We want to infuse this bacon with this garlic. All right, it's ready. For today's recipe, I'm going to be using these Planters Deluxe mixed nuts. Now, these are already roasted, so we will not have to cook them as long as we would if they were raw nuts. So on the recipe and in the description link below, I'm going to put the cooking time for both those that are already roasted as well as the raw mixed nuts. I've had these in my pantry for a while. They don't seem to be moving, so I'm gonna spruce them up with this seasoning. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna put our nuts in a large bowl here. And see, this is all I have left, so we're not gonna really need a whole lot. And remember also, these are already salted, so you're not gonna need a lot of seasoning for these. I think I have, I also have these leftover pecans that I'm gonna also, these leftover peanuts that I'm gonna also put in the bowl. We've had these in there and I want us to use them, so I'm just gonna make sure we put them to good use. So I'm gonna just spruce them up a little bit. And to be honest, I'm just tired of snacking on the same old stuff. So I just wanna, you know, switch it up a little bit. Switch it up a little bit. So anyway, I'm gonna mix these all together really good. And so what I have in here are cashews, peanuts, almonds, and I think there's even a few pistachios in here. This mix actually comes with cashew, almonds, hazelnuts, pecans, and pistachios. I think I've eaten most of the pecans out of here. You know how you pick out your favorite ones. So anyway, that's what I did. But all right, so we have our bowl of mixed nuts here. And to this, we are going to add our bacon grease and our chopped garlic. Okay, and we're gonna toss it to coat it. So make sure you toss it first before you move on to the next step. You want it to be, you want your mixture to be coated really well with that bacon grease and garlic. To this, we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of monk fruit sweetener. We're gonna add black pepper, and this is gonna be approximately 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Yeah, we're adding more pepper. I know there's some in our Cajun seasoning, but yeah, we're gonna add a little bit more. And then we're going to add our Cajun seasoning. And here I'm going to grab a tablespoon. I don't know if I'm gonna use all this yet. I'm gonna try to just eyeball it a little bit. Again, remember there's already salt in these, and so I do not want it to be too salty. So I'm gonna get this here and mix it up. This smells so good, my friends. Oh my goodness. Okay, and I'm actually going to go ahead and add a little bit more. And mix that up. All right, now I'm going to spread our seasoned nuts on the baking sheet here. And oh, get all that seasoning and all that goodness on here. There is no way I'm gonna leave that out. Okay, then I'm gonna spread that out. now we're putting them in the oven at 250 degrees. And right now I'm gonna approximate for about 30 minutes total. So remember, we have the rest of our seasoning here, which is a lot. We have a lot of seasoning left. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in one of my seasoning jars that has an airtight lid. So make sure you get you some type of jar with a nice airtight lid, and because we're gonna say that this is some great seasoning. There we go, ready to use for another day. Let's check on our mixed nuts here and see. Oh, they smell great. Let's give them a mix, give them a nice stir. So good. I want to grab one really quick and eat it, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna resist the temptation. And I'm gonna wait, but they smell so good. Look at that, look at all that seasoning. All right, everybody, it is ready. Let's get our seasons. Cajun. Woohoo. Let's get these on out of the oven. Y'all, they smell so amazing. All right, guys, we've got our roasted Cajun spicy roasted nuts out of the oven. Now we're going to let them cool, and then we're going to put them in an airtight container. But I can guarantee you, these are not going to last that long. For our next keto snack, I am making pimento cheese. I love me a good pimento cheese. We had a Zoe's Kitchen out here, and I loved their pimento cheese. It was delicious. It was spicy. It was just fabulous. Well, they've closed down, and so now I've been craving their pimento cheese. So I'm gonna do the best I can to kind of copycat Zoe's pimento cheese. So let's get started. We're gonna first start out with, you gotta have a really good mayonnaise. So we're gonna start out with 1 cup of mayonnaise. Next, we're going to add 4 ounces of cream cheese. And this cream cheese is at room temperature so that it will be easy to mix. So we're gonna stop right there and go ahead and mix this together. We've got our cream cheese and our mayo mixed. We're going to now add our cheeses. I am using a mixture of extra sharp cheddar cheese and sharp cheddar cheese. So you can use any mixture of cheeses that you would like. I just like these two. And I got the block of shredded cheese and I shredded it myself. I didn't want to use the cheese that's pre-shredded because it has other starches in it and some other things in it that I really don't want to add into this recipe because it's a snack and I kind of want to indulge. So I don't want to add anything extra. So I went on and just shredded it myself, and I used 8 ounces of each one of these cheeses. So a total of 16 ounces of cheese is what you're going to use for this recipe. And we're going to go ahead and mix that together. All right, now that we've got that mixed, we're going to add in our pimentos, and I am using a 4-ounce jar of pimentos that has already been drained, okay? This is 4 ounces of pimentos that have already been drained. We're gonna add those in there. We're gonna add 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. We're putting in 1/4 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. All right, now let's give it a stir. All right, mix that up really, really well. All right, guys, and that's it. Get all of that off of there. All right, guys, that's it. We have just made some homemade pimento cheese. Let's get some vegetables together with this and give it a taste. our video for today. I hope you get a chance to try all of these delicious keto snacks. They are so yummy. Your kids are gonna love them. I promise you, they make wonderful appetizers. So give them a try. And if you do, leave me a comment below and let me know how much you like them. You guys, this pimento cheese with cucumber is so delicious. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I love to have you guys here in my kitchen with me. And today was just so much fun. I cannot wait to talk to you again in the next video. Until I see you the next time, have a blessed and prosperous week. And I'll talk to you in the next video. Sincerely, Lagenia. Peace.